Low energy, being monotone, trembling voice, lack of confidence, and being unable to handle any objection, we all have been there. And if I can assure you that you will drastically improve with time, when you start, cold calling is not easy at all. I remember my first calls, my English being terrible, being in an open space where everybody could listen to your calls. For many people, it's probably the worst part of the job. So maybe you are about to make your first calls, or you are already cold calling clients and you are not very successful because you panic or because you feel anxious before each calling session. How to fix that and how to make cold calling far less stressful? First of all, don't worry, because it is normal to stress, and actually it's not necessarily a bad thing because it shows that you realize how much you still have to learn and also how challenging it is. And good news, it is everything but innate. It's all about technique, strategy, and practice. That being said, the first step is to gain confidence, and this is why as a recruitment consultant you will always start on the candidate side. You will call as many candidates as you can to get more comfortable at calling strangers, introducing yourself, selling a job, handling objections, facing rejections, leaving voicemail messages, etc., and also to build your market knowledge. And then you can progressively be involved on the client side. So for example, you can call a prospect to take a reference for a candidate. You can also call a candidate who is potentially a client, someone who is managing a team, for example, and you want to know if there is any way you can also help him as a client. Or you can call former existing clients, so you get it. The idea is to call people in a more friendly environment so you can gain confidence. Step number 2, be prepared. So the best way to be prepared is to know what to expect. And cold calling, it is mostly gatekeepers, people not answering their phone, voicemail messages, and objections. It is trying to reach 10 people to maybe manage to speak to 1 or 2, and sometimes for no longer than 10 or 20 seconds. And this is why you must know your stats. Otherwise, it can quickly become demotivating. So for example, you should know that you need to make X calls to get X prospect on the phone, and you need to have X prospect on the phone to pull a meeting or to get anything valuable. This way you don't get discouraged because you know that it is part of the process and you know that each call gets you closer to your goal. It's not a failure, it is a small step forward. And secondly, know your objections. 90% of your objections will be the same. I have no time, I'm busy. We are not working with agencies, we are not recruiting, and we have a PSL. So if you know how to handle those objections and you are prepared, you can handle 90% of your objections during a call. And now that you know what to expect, practice. Record yourself, listen to your calls, do role play, and before each calling sessions, warm up. Take 5 minutes to review a note on how to handle the most common objections, introduce yourself out loud, and you're good to go. But keep it simple. Do not follow a script because it is overwhelming and you can never know what's going to happen in a call. Know the principles and the structure, so the introduction, the opening question, and make yourself a favor and ask an open question, of course, the pitch, and your closing line, and that's it. Step number 3, change your mindset. And to do so, number 1, understand the real purpose of a call. Your purpose is not to convince everyone to work with you. You have no control on that. You will be very frustrated if this is what you expect from each call, and also, most probably, you will ask bad and short-term questions. It's a long-term process. Your goal is to connect, engage, and gather information so you can create value in the long run and build a smart follow-up strategy. Celebrate the little wins and understand that pulling a job is a secondary goal. If you don't understand that, cold calling will be very frustrating. Number 2, take a step back. Don't overthink. There is nothing different here than from calling a restaurant to make a reservation or than calling your help desk to get a headset. You should approach your call the same way, with the same tone. Don't try to be someone else or to play a role. Be yourself and be authentic. And also don't take it personally. They don't reject you. It's not about you. It can't. They don't even know you. It's about what you have to offer at that time. So don't make a big deal out of it. It's a game, consider it that way. And number 3, smile. Smile before the call is what puts you in a better mood, and smile during the call, because this is something that you can hear when you are speaking with someone over the phone if he's smiling, and it is a more pleasant experience for the prospect. Step number 4, create a good environment. So number 1, keep a good pace. That one is very important. Don't leave the room for hesitation or doubt between each call. As soon as you hang up, go for the next one and try to get 1% better each call. Number 2, plan short-term session. For example, 2 hours. Otherwise, it is frustrating and depressing, and this is why there are so many people who hate cold calling. If you plan a short session, it feels less like a huge mountain to climb. It's a part of your day, it's something on your to-do list. It is more motivating and less scary. Make it exciting. Vary your list, don't always call the same people, and create little projects with quantifiable and achievable targets. For example, today I want to book 3 meetings within that organization. Those 4 steps should help you to be more confident and enthusiastic before your calling sessions. Now remember, it is all about strategy, practice and technique. Asking open questions, keeping a good pace, mastering your tone, having a good energy, not being uncomfortable with silence, not rushing your call because you feel that your prospect is about to hang up but keeping the control. And once again, make yourself a favor and learn how to handle the most common objections. And if you want to know how to handle the objection, we don't work with agencies, you should definitely watch this video next. But before that, like and subscribe and see you in the next one.